Dünyası'ndan herkese merhabalar. Ben Esra Öz. Avrupa Birliği Türkiye Delegasyonu Başkanı Büyükelçi ile önemli konuları konuştuk. Avrupa Birliği Türkiye'de özellikle iklim değişikliği alanında ne gibi destekler verdi ve gelecekte neler olacak? Merak edilen soruların yanıtlarını röportajımızda bulabilirsiniz. İklim değişikliğiyle mücadelede Avrupa Birliği nasıl bir yol izleyecek?
For the European Union, in what we call in our case Green Deal, the fight against climate change will be a horizontal policy in all areas. It will concern our energy policy, it will concern the economic development, it will concern agriculture, it will concern transport. So the fighting of global warming, reduction of risk from climate change will be the horizontal issue in all our policies.
Azaltılırken bir strateji uygulanacak mı?
The key instrument to reach the reduction targets and to be CO2 neutral by 2015 is a system of pricing CO2 emissions. In the European case, this is an emission trading system by which those who pollute pay. So over time, the price for CO2 emissions will become more and more expensive, which is supposed to lead people to investments in CO2 reduced or without CO2 productions and methods. And this will be supported by policies to encourage these transformations. So there will be policies to encourage transformations to more renewable energy. There will be policies to support more electric vehicles. There will be policies to allow for more support in agriculture for production with less CO2. So on the one hand, the pricing system, and on the other side, support for those who opt for new technologies. The third pillar is research and development. So the new research program of the European Union will focus to a large extent on research and development of carbon neutral or carbon even positive developments. If we want to succeed in reducing carbon to a level which will be neutral, we will need new and modern technologies. It will not suffice with technologies from today. So research and development into new technologies is a third pillar. Pricing, support, research.
Desteklerde neler olacak? Hangi ülkelere ne gibi destekler verecekler? Aslında Türkiye'ye özellikle neler olacak? Ne gibi destekler olacak?
Well, for the time being, I have described the EU strategy concerning the EU member states and EU economy. But of course, this issue has a global dimension, has a dimension in which a country like Turkey, which is part of a customs union with the European Union, has an important dimension. So in terms of cooperation with Turkey, first of all, I come back to research. Turkey is participating in the EU research program, Horizon. So here the entire Turkish research community can take advantage of these research possibilities. Secondly, we are setting up investment possibilities to support particularly international financial institutions to support Turkey with loans in the area of the green transformation. And our direct financial support to Turkey through EPA, but also through the agricultural support, what we call EPAD, will also try to focus as much as possible in supporting Turkey in this green transformation.
Paris İklim Anlaşması'nda hedeflenenler var. O süreçte ne gibi yeni destekler başlayacak?
Well, the Paris Agreement is the international agreement to which now Turkey, as much as the EU member states and most of the world, have subscribed. Now, with these objectives fixed, every signatory state of the Paris Agreement, needs to put in place its national strategy to attain the objectives they have subscribed to. And the support which I'm describing for the green transformation will all help Turkey to attain its objectives in the Paris Agreement. We will need support in all sorts of areas in cooperation. So it's not about one big check or something like this. It's about developing the right projects which are sustainable, for which credits can be mobilized. It's support in the research area, which can develop technologies which will help reduce the emissions of CO2. It will also be cooperation and continued cooperation on public awareness, so that the citizens understand why it's important to change their behavior. So all this comes together, and only if it comes together to support a national strategy, we will collectively have success.
Bütçe belirlendi mi?
No, the beauty is not one budget. The beauty is that, for example, in the research program, there is a big budget for the research program, but now those who have the best projects will get support. Those who will have the best projects in terms of sustainable development, for example, of a city, will find loans which will be affordable. So Turkey needs to develop both what we call a project pipeline, so that projects can be supported, and will need to mobilize its research environment to work within the European research environment to take advantage of these funds and then of the solutions which are found. But there is no budget for individual member states either. It's not a matter of dedicated budgets to countries. It's the question is dedicate money to the best and most promising research, or to the best and most promising sustainable projects which can be financed. So it's more like a competition than a dedication of funds to an individual country.
Yakın zamanda başlattığınız farklı çalışmalar var bu anlamda. Neler olacak, neler yapıldı ve neler olacak bundan sonraki süreçte?
Well, we have over the last years already supported Turkey in many areas which are relevant for this transformation and climate protection. In the area of municipal infrastructure, for example, for wastewater, for waste management plants across the country, where the European Union has supported Turkey with around 1.5 billion euro, which is a lot of support. We have supported Turkey in the past years in transport on different modernization and construction of modern railway connections, which all in all is also something several hundred million euro. So there are these kind of projects which we have already financed, and in the future we will continue to work on transport, on helping municipalities to develop their planning for modern, we call it smart urban transport. Every city has a different profile, so it has to be adapted. So all this will continue, but the main financing in the future will be rather through loans and through research cooperation rather than to big grants. Here the policy over time changes, and not only with regard to Turkey. This is a general change or development of EU foreign financial assistance.
İklim değişikliğiyle mücadelede Avrupa Birliği'nin Türkiye'deki en yetkili isminden son gelişmeleri ve yapılacak olan çalışmaları öğrendik. Bilim ve teknolojiye dair gelişmelerle görüşmek üzere. Bilimle kalın, hoşça kalın.